Hi, Zachary C Ashby at Pacific Northwest Family Law. Want to talk a little bit about parenting plans and custody battles and some things to remember that will provide you with success long term and that will help you get the right parenting plan. And by right parenting plan, I mean something that will help your children grow up to be well-adjusted adults, emotionally healthy, just just the stellar individuals that you know that they can be. In the past, many parenting plans have not taken that into consideration. I mean, this was an old school way of figuring out a custody arrangement. Going way back to like the 50s and 60s, what we were looking at is one parent essentially took the kids, usually the mom, and dad really didn't have a lot of involvement. That was it. Maybe if the mom let him a little bit. That doctrine has gone out the window. The courts try to be a little bit more fair. We are seeing more and more 50-50 plans where the kids spend equal amounts of time. That's not the right thing for as much as both parents want it, or maybe one parent wants it. That's not always the best thing for the kids. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Including scheduling and the age of the kids and what, proximity to work and closeness where the parents live. Lots of different things that will go into it. But really, there are some things that are universal that you need to remember. First, the right to be a parent belongs to both mothers and fathers equally. It's not a privilege to go care for your kids. Dads don't go babysitting, especially not from a legal standpoint. I know I've said it before, unthinking, and let me take the chance to publicly apologize to my wife. I don't know if she'll take the apology or not. I'll let you know. But it's not a privilege to watch the kids. It's a duty to care for your kids, to raise them. The more involved you are with your kids before you even start arguing about custody, the better. That's not always possible with every career move, but look, if instead of spending time with your kids, you are choosing to go out with your friends on weekends, it's going to be hard for you to later convince the judge or even your spouse that the kids are really going to come first, and once you're separated, the things aren't going to change. So really how you spend your time before parenting battles is going to affect how things come out if you do get divorced. That's a complete aside. If after you filed, some other things to remember is that withholding a child, it is not allowed. You can't use your children as bargaining chips. You can't say, well, give me some money or agree to this thing and then you can see your kids on the weekend. That's not okay. That's never okay. There are circumstances in which maybe kids shouldn't be with the other parent because they're not safe. Usually those involve some kind of substance abuse or mental health questions or something along those lines. And in those circumstances, you're in a better position. You're much safer taking what evidence and concerns you have to the court to get some kind of order before you take unilateral action or you take matters into your own hand. And then oftentimes the court, if your concerns are reasonable and valid, the court will validate you and assist you in protecting your kids. You might get a reality check, though, if you think withholding kids is the right thing. If kids are being withheld from you, go to court. Do that reality check. Hopefully you don't get one in return that, hey, kids aren't safe because of X, Y, and Z. That's what the courts are for when there's disagreement. Another thing to remember, and this is also universal, I've heard it called tact or politic or something, but it's the ability to speak with respect to people that you disagree with. If you want to learn how to not do this, just go on to Twitter. There's certain Facebook discussions when they're talking about politics. Bring up politics at Thanksgiving or religion. You're not going to see a lot of tact, but in certain circumstances and in maybe a long lost American ideal, we were able to talk about things that we disagreed with respect and compassion one with another. And so using tact, ways to disagree without being disagreeable, is going to help you a lot. And the reason is, another thing to remember, until you are dead or your kids are, you are going to be involved in each other's lives. And that involvement can be friendly, or it can be unhappy. You get to decide that. There are ways of working with people that you don't like, that do not involve hate, that do not involve slander, that do not involve sabotage, but will help your kids. Like I said at the beginning, ultimate goal we have with our clients is that you are in a position that you have a plan that will allow your kids to be healthy, well-adjusted adults. And if you take these things to heart, I do think that's possible despite the divorce. You can do it in the right way, and your kids can actually will benefit from that. If you would like more information, you can email us at info@pnwfamilylaw. If you have comments, please comment below, or maybe you have experiences with this and you'd like to share that. Do that. You can contact us also, Facebook Messenger, or you can call us, 509-866-4111. Thank you.